Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. So today we'll be talking about Bhai Mani Singh Ji's Shaheedi. So Bhai Mani Singh Ji was born in 1670 in Kailpal, which was destroyed during Nader Shah's invasion. So Bhai Mani Singh Ji came from a long family of Shaheed Singhs. So if we look at the history, there was exactly 11 brothers and 10 sons that gave Shaheedi for the Guru Kar. So this included Bhai Diyala Ji, who went with Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib to Delhi when Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji was arrested. It also includes Bhai Bachittar Singh, who attacked the Hathi with a Nagani during the Anandpur Sahib siege. So there was definitely a lot of pyar for the Guru Kar within the family. So when he was about 5 years old, Mania went with his parents to Anandpur Sahib to pay their respects to Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji, who was the Guru at the time. And Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji obviously had a son called Gobind Rai. And Mania and Gobind Rai were around the same age, so they became playmates very quickly, and they eventually became good friends. So being good friends with Gobind Rai, it was only natural that as a 5-year-old child, when Mania was told that they were going to leave Anandpur Sahib, he wasn't very happy about it, and on request to Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji, Mania was allowed to stay at Anandpur Sahib, and his parents were happy with it. So Mania and Guru Gobind Singh Ji actually spent a lot of time together. They became very good friends, and they learnt together, they played together, they fought together, and Mania actually became a great scholar. He was raised by Mata Gujri Ji, who treated him as one of her own. So when Guru Gobind Singh Ji created the Khalsa, Mania was also given Amrit at the time. So Mania turned into Mani Singh, and Mani Singh spent a long time with Guru Sahib, whether it was during the Anandpur Sahib attack in 1704, where Guru Gobind Singh Ji and the rest of the Singhs were sieged in Anandpur Sahib. Bhai Mani Singh Ji was given the job to escort Mata Sundari Ji and Mata Sahib Kaur to Delhi, and even during the Sarsa Nadi Vishora, so the separation that happened at the Sarsa Nadi river, where the Guru Sahib's family got split into loads of different sections. Bhai Mani Singh Ji kept true to what his Guru had told him, and he escorted Mata Sundari Ji and Mata Sahib Kaur to Delhi. So in 1705 and 1706, so during that time, Bhai Mani Singh Ji actually accompanied Mata Sahib Kaur and Mata Sundari Ji to Damdama Sahib in Sabodi Talwandi. It was here where Bhai Mani Singh Ji was given the duty, along with Baba Deep Singh Ji, to write Sarups of Guru Granth Sahib Maharaj, and Guru Gobind Singh Ji actually spent time also not only reciting the Bani but also explaining the Bani, so that all the Singhs that were present were able to understand what was actually written in the Guru Granth Sahib Ji. So when Guru Sahib left his body on earth, Bhai Mani Singh Ji returned to Delhi, where he started doing more prachar of Sikhi. Bhai Mani Singh Ji was appointed head Granthi of Darbar Sahib, and he was also the Akaal Takht Jathedar. So when he was sent to Amritsar to settle a dispute, he was definitely well respected, so no one disagreed with what he would say. Bhai Mani Singh Ji was sent to settle a dispute between the Takht Khalsa and the Bande Khalsa. So if you don't know, the Bande Khalsa was a group of people who said that Baba Banda Singh Bahadur was the next Guru, and the Takht Khalsa was the original Khalsa, which said that Guru Gobind Singh Ji had given the Guruship, the Guru Gaddi, to the Guru Granth Sahib Ji. Bhai Mani Singh Ji listened to both of the Jathebandis and said to leave the Faisla up to Guru Sahib. So what did he do? Bhai Mani Singh Ji wrote on one sheet of paper Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh, which represented the Takht Khalsa. Then he also wrote Fateh Darshan on another piece of paper, which represented the Bande Khalsa. Then he put both of these slips into a river and said that whichever one rose first would be the one that the Khalsa would live by. And obviously the one that rose up was Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh, which was the views of the Takht Khalsa, the original Khalsa, and that was what we follow even now today. So on Bandi Shor Divas, also known as Diwali, Bhai Mani Singh Ji wanted to hold a large ceremony at Darbar Sahib in memory of what Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji did. and he even asked permission from the Mughal rulers at the time to do this, so that there was no issue with Jathebandis of Singhs travelling. And the Mughals agreed as long as Bhai Mani Singh Ji paid 5,000 rupees, which obviously it doesn't seem like that much now, but back in those days it was quite a lot of money. But Bhai Mani Singh Ji happily agreed and said that whatever is his is the Khalsa. So Bhai Mani Singh Ji sent out loads of letters to different parts of Punjab, different parts of India, to arrange Singhs to come for the ceremony. But he didn't know that the Mughal leaders actually planned on betraying him. Under the leadership of Jaspat Rai, who was Lakhpat Rai's brother, he decided to send a Fauj in a very large amount to Darbar Sahib to attack the Singhs during the ceremony, hoping to kill off thousands of Singhs at the time. Basically, in simple terms, it was very similar to what the Indian government did during 1984. Bhai Mani Singh Ji, obviously being a Brahmgyani, he found out very quickly and he decided to cancel the function, cancel the ceremony, and he let all the Singhs know. However, the Mughals, being greedy, they wanted the money, they wanted the payment, and Bhai Mani Singh Ji refused to pay, saying that there was no ceremony that took place because you had decided to attack us. So Bhai Mani Singh Ji was arrested in July 1737. So when Bhai Mani Singh Ji was brought in front of Zakaria Khan, who was the leader of Lahore, Bhai Mani Singh Ji said, Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Zakaria Khan laughed at him and he became quite enraged that someone had the audacity to call Guru's Fateh in his darbar, because according to him, everyone in Lahore was happy with saying Salam. Bhai Mani Singh Ji said to him that you're not dealing with the average human, the average bakra that will come to your darbar. You're dealing with one of Guru Gobind Singh Ji's lions. So Zakaria Khan had one major goal, and that was to convert Bhai Mani Singh Ji into Islam, hoping that he would accept bribes, lalach, whatever you want to call it, that Bhai Mani Singh Ji would change. So he said to Bhai Mani Singh Ji that in your old age, if you convert to Islam, we will give you happiness, we will give you women, we will give you wealth until you depart from this world. And Bhai Mani Singh Ji laughed at him and said, hold on, you're saying you give me all of this, but I don't care about any of that. I just care what my Guru says. So Zakaria Khan wasn't actually aware that Bhai Mani Singh Ji was such a great scholar. And he didn't know that Bhai Mani Singh Ji, as well as having knowledge of Gurbani, also had knowledge of the Quran. And when Zakaria Khan tried to lie to him, tried to deceive him, you could say, he said that you say that there is no difference in God, that there is only one God, right? So what does it matter to you whether it is Waheguru or if it is Allah? So Bhai Mani Singh Ji replied to him using a shabad from Gurbani. Farida be navaja kutya e na pali reet kabhi chal na aya panje waqt mseet. So here Bhagat Farid Ji says, oh you faithless dog, someone who talks about a good way of life, this isn't no good way of life, because you as a Muslim don't even go 5 times a day to a mosque. So it was definitely a shock to Zakaria Khan that Bhai Mani Singh Ji had the internal strength to say something like that to his face. And it was true as well, because a lot of the Mughal rulers didn't actually practice Islam themselves, and they used Islam as a way of further building their own confidence, their own wealth, their own importance. So realizing he could not argue with a scholar with such high prowess as Bhai Mani Singh Ji, Zakaria Khan ordered that Bhai Mani Singh Ji's body would be cut piece by piece at every joint. So just to give you an example, that would mean that if I was to put my hand up straight and where my joint is between my finger here, so that would be one piece, and then the next piece. So it was clearly a very painful but quite a gruesome punishment to give to someone under the basis of not paying a fine. So it was a little bit extreme, but obviously the Mughal rulers only had one intention in mind, and that was destroying the Khalsa, because the Khalsa was the only ones that stood up to their rule. So on the day of his Shahidi, Bhai Mani Singh ji started to recite Surah so pehchaniye jo lade deen ke het, purja purja kat mare kabhu na chhade ket. What does that even mean? I know a lot of people recite it, but it's a Barney that we should all know the meaning of. Surah so pehchaniye, he alone is the warrior. Jo lade deen ke het, that person who fights for the weak, fights for the people who cannot defend themselves, fights for the righteous reason. Purja purja kat mare, may I be cut piece by piece. Kabhu na chhade khet, but may I never leave the field of battle. So it was definitely a Barney that was given by Mani Singh Ji's strength, so much strength so that when the executioner started to cut Bhai Mani Singh Ji's body into pieces, instead of cutting from each joint, he cut Bhai Mani Singh Ji's hand straight, and Bhai Mani Singh Ji put his other hand back, and Zakaria Khan started laughing at him, saying that oh, what happened to you being the Guru's Singh? Now you're backing away from the punishment. Bhai Mani Singh Ji smiled at him. He said that I'm not backing away from your punishment. I'm about to tell the executioner that he's just gone against your hukum, and my Guru doesn't let me go against his hukum, because my Guru tells me that I must speak the truth, and your executioner hasn't followed your hukum because you told him to cut me piece by piece. So the executioner then carried on doing it piece by piece, turning it into a longer job, but it was a lot more painful. Bhai Mani Singh Ji accepted the pain without any sort of regret, and he gave his Shahidi in early July 1737. So this teaches us a great lesson of the Sant Roop. So as Singhs, we are meant to be a Sant and a Sipahi, but a lot of the time people are either one or the other. So obviously we know that Bhai Mani Singh Ji fought alongside Guru Gobind Singh Ji, but as well as that, he was a great scholar. He was someone who studied Gurbani into so much depth that he could understand it and apply it to any situation that he needed to, and that also goes hand in hand with the lesson of calmness. The fact that you should accept what Maharaj is giving to you, but also that you can fight injustice by being quite calm, because a lot of the times when you're following the true path, because Bhai Mani Singh Ji didn't have to say to the executioner, oh, you're not carrying out the punishment correctly, do it as you were told, but Bhai Mani Singh Ji cared a lot about the truth and the Guru's hukum, to always speak the truth and to always follow the truth. So this is obviously one of the biggest Shaheediyan that happened. As Akaal Takht Jathedar and as one of the head Granthis of Darbar Sahib, it was definitely a big loss for the Khalsa, but Jaspatrai did actually meet his end by the hands of Bhai Nirpal Singh during a jung that took place where he had insulted a Jathebandi of Singhs, and he met his end when Bhai Nirpal Singh climbed up his elephant and took his head off. So it was definitely a great Shahidi that inspired more Singhs to carry out more Shaheediyan like that, to become Brahmgyanis, to become Singhs of the Guru. So I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope that teaches you a bit more about Bhai Mani Singh Ji Shahidi. Bhulna Chukka Nahi Khema. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Akaal Channel ਨੂੰ ਸਬਸਕ੍ਰਾਈਬ ਕਰੋ, ਨਵੀਂ ਵੀਡੀਓਜ਼ ਦੀ ਨੋਟੀਫਿਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਲਈ ਬੈਲ ਆਈਕਨ ਨੂੰ ਕਲਿੱਕ ਕਰਨਾ ਨਾ ਭੁੱਲਣਾ।